And welcome back to, I don't even know what part this is. Give me a sec. I just got off my page. It's like, what part is this at this point? I think are we on part 4, 5, or 6? I guess is the question. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Part 6. Okay. So, last time on the Dragon Ball Z What If Goku had been found by the Red Ribbon Army, having been reunited with his old pals Laplace and Lazuli, Android 18 and 17 respectively. Goku was catching up and having a friendly catching up spar with 17, meanwhile being slightly oogled and impressed by 18. Also, some Cell reared his ugly green head, tried to absorb the two androids, create his perfect form. However, he ran into the roadblock known as Son Goku. Son Goku, furious by this. He's not actually Son Goku in this, to be fair. He's just Goku. Or Goku Jiro, technically. I mean, now that I think about it, I didn't realize he was adopted by Jiro, theoretically, and Jiro was Jiro's last name. I don't know his actual first name. Technically speaking, wouldn't Goku be Goku Jiro? Anyway, point being, Goku, extremely upset, angered, and having none of this crap, goes Super Saiyan. We're not calling it 4, but it's not called 4 in this, but it's Super Saiyan 4 until I can think of probably like Super Saiyan Primal or whatever. Goes to that in Super Saiyan 4 form and just obliterates Cell shit. Tired out by this endeavor, Goku now, comes down and is caught by 17 and 18, and then it goes separate ways. Now we have that 7 years of peace. So what happened in that 7 years of peace? Well, 17 is still around and active. I think honestly he got married pretty early. I don't know we don't know when he got married. I'm gonna say it's in that 7-year time skip. Also, he rangers that park with 16 now. Him and 16 have become part of the park rangers, and 16 is actually very happy and content about that. It's like, I am happy. 16 has basically overcome that programming to destroy Son Goku, realizing that Goku is not a bad person or anything else, and he cares about life just as 16 does, and there can be a mutual friendship there. Young Goten, and we're not calling him Goten, just for Chi-Chi, he'd be about Trunks. He's a little older than Trunks, actually, so he's the older of the two. So I think Trunks is like 8, Goten would be about 10. But Trunks is the stronger, being Vegeta's son, as opposed to Yamcha, because if you're Yamcha's son, you're automatically going to suck. That's not true, but he doesn't have any Saiyan genes, so he can't go Super Saiyan or anything like that. Krillin also has not given up martial arts, should say that, because he never started a family. Spoilers. He never started a family with 18. He never had a reason to be conflicted on the subject of martial arts. So, if anything, Krillin, while getting older, has gotten strong training with Roshi, maybe training Kami's Lookout. Piccolo's gone his way, Tien's gone his way. And yes, now I should say, I can't remember, was it Prince Barry who gave me the suggestion for, or who's been giving me the suggestion for this? I want to say it's Prince Barry who's been doing this. I don't want to not give you credit for it, but I also am not, I more or less was leaning towards that from the beginning. Not to say that I didn't take your suggestion. It's just that was already kind of in the works to begin with in my head. So it just eventually did end up leading there. So sure, I'll give you a little credit, but it was also planned. I'm not saying we'll just split the middle and say we both agreed on it. Anyway, so yes, Goku and 18. Now it didn't happen immediately. Let's be clear on that right now. Over 7 years, no. There was still like a good year or two where them getting back to know each other, and them forming them building a relationship beyond what was just there. But I'd say they probably started actually dating, whatever dating would have been, sparring, making out, and all that stuff, enjoying each other's company. They probably would have been dating probably within the 2-year span, and then by the 3rd year they were married, and now they have. And I'm going to put Gohan, despite the fact the math's not working out quite right in that head. Gohan, maybe Gohan, she could have gotten pregnant beforehand. We'll put Gohan, and he is going to be named Gohan, named after Grandpa Gohan, who I believe, because we don't have any proof he drank from the Fountain of Youth like Roshi did, who I believe probably has passed at this point, and they keep the 4-star ball that Gohan had often kept, that they found out, as a little memento. That way they also know they have a Dragon Ball there in safekeeping. They don't keep it on Gohan's head, though, because that's stupid as fuck? That was a... Why? Why would you keep one of the 7 wish orbs that will grant any wish to someone on the head of your 5-year-old kid? Where was both your thinking on that? I think Chi-Chi did complain a little on that, but Goku, I think, that was dumb. Yeah, they wouldn't do that. So 18 would be insistent on that. But no, he named Gohan after them because I don't think Gohan died immediately. I think Gohan died maybe like a year after Gohan was born. Or a year before Gohan was born, so they named him after Gohan. Now, should be noted that I did choose to stick with Gohan, even though Krillin and 18 had a daughter. So it's possible that Gohan and 18 could have had a daughter as well, and they could still have a daughter. I don't know if I will decide to give them a daughter, but they could. Should note, though, that his appearance is not the same. I mean, he looks like a younger version of his dad, but he has his mom's hair and eyes, but his dad's hair as well. So he's got blonde spiky hair, his mom's blue eyes. He looks like a Super Saiyan without being Super Saiyan. Now, but it's also his dad's genes come in, so it's much more darker blonde than, say, his mom's hair, but not quite that golden blonde that Super Saiyan gives off. And it continually grows out and things along those lines. So you have Gohan here, who's got the best of both worlds. He's got his mom and dad's genes. So right at the bat, I don't know if 18's genetics really lend themselves to a fighter. If Marin's anything to go by, probably not. Though that's not to say that she couldn't be a fighter. But 18 never seemed really keen on getting Marin to train at all. With Goku as a husband, might be inclined. I think they would be inclined to at least have Gohan defend himself, knowing that he would be part Saiyan. So, and it helps give any Gohan a way out for like any temper tantrums he has or something like that. I would imagine that Goku. Radish farming and all that, but also I imagine Goku was able to. Because Goku's not dumb in this. Between him and 18, I imagine that whatever finances Jiro and the Red Ribbon Army had, Goku was able to eventually able to find some of that, or get some of that. And with 18's help, basically they have money to live on for the rest of their life if they want to. So they live peacefully out in the country. They're fine. They're happy. It's a quiet life. They get some spars. And Vegeta also is a lot more chilled out because Goku's been around for him to fight and things along those lines. So Vegeta unlocks Super Saiyan 2. Goku's unlocked Super Saiyan 2 at this point. Goku's still vastly stronger. He still has yet to... I would say this. Even over 7 years, he is still yet to just immediately go into Super Saiyan 4. But he can pretty much go... It's almost like a flat... It's just like quick... Okay, here's Goku. Hey, go Super Saiyan 4. So yeah, he can go in there and get into that form quickly as hell. But he can't. He still can't go. He feels he's getting close to it, even after 7 years, but still getting some issues there. Trunks has a Super Saiyan unlocked at this point as well. Gohan, I don't think Gohan. Well, Gohan actually might, particularly because his dad can go Super Saiyan, and Trunks could do it. Goten could do it. So yeah, I think actually, because I think Goten. Let's see, 7 years. Goten would be about 7. That's exactly right, Frank. Trunks is a little older, so Trunks around 8. Gohan's about 5, so he can also go Super Saiyan as well. But and Goku and 18 can notice when he goes Super Saiyan. Strength-wise, he's not like uber tier strong or anything like that. He's probably not even as strong as Goten or Trunks were in the canon. But he's pretty powerful. If they go Super Saiyan and spar, Trunks and him could have a solid spar. But 18 also stresses the fact that she doesn't want Gohan to be a fighter if he can help it. She wants him to. She basically takes the Chi-Chi route, but in a more sensible way. She's like, look, if you want to be like your dad, it's good, but we both want more for you than just fighting. We want you to be able to expand your horizons and maybe, be something beyond that. It's like, okay, but that being said, and then she gives him a little tab, like, yep, never let your guard down. And it's like, yeah, I'll get you, Mom. It's like, oh, you're gonna get me, huh? So yeah, I would imagine they could actually have. 18 is a little on the cold side sometimes, but when she warms up to people, I mean, she loves Krillin, and to be fair, I think Krillin and her is the best relationship in the series. Then Vegeta, and I think Chi-Chi and Goku are the worst relationship. I don't really understand how... Chi-Chi's got this talent of a saint, but she's also just completely controlling and nagging, and I don't like the Chi-Chi character very much. I'll take that back. The Videl and Gohan relationship is the second best, I think, after 18 and Krillin. Anyway, I digress. So anyway, we cut to the martial arts. Now there hasn't been a martial arts tournament as far as I know since the 7-year time skip. But they had one afterwards. I felt that I believe there wasn't any. And yeah, they go for the prize money. 18's like, oh, prize money. Great, they have enough money to live on for the rest of their life in this case. But Goku's like, and Goku wants to go. Vegeta's going to go. So everyone's going to go. 17's going to be there. It's going to be a good time. So the parents get met. Goku is going to be paired off against Vegeta. Can't remember who got paired off against 18. I don't think it really matters that much. 17 will be there. 18 will be there. So everyone will be there. Obviously, Kibito and Shin show up. Here's a big difference right now. Videl is there. Videl don't know shit. Videl has just been doing her Videl stuff the entire time. I don't even know if Videl will let her be alive, but hypothetically speaking, there's been scenarios where she probably would have been killed. And Videl does not fly. She doesn't do a damn thing. So she's just a fighter. She's a strong fighter. She's a very strong fighter, but she's for a normal human, but she is still just a fighter. So we go through the Krillin versus, what was that? Oh god, I can't remember the name of that guy. That fat genie guy looking guy. He beats him up. Piccolo again steps down from the fight with Shin. The Videl Spopovich fight happens, and that goes the same. But there is no one there to basically threaten. Like Gohan's not there threatening him. Goku's not holding him back. He just beats the living crap out of her. Doesn't kill her, but beats the living crap out of her. Now here's the thing: who takes Gohan's place? It's not Goku. I would be willing to bet that 17 is the one who takes that place. 17 is a little freaked out by Kibito reading his mind and things along those lines. However, he still goes in, powers up fully. They can't sense his power, mind you, because he's a cyborg. And something about that it prevents you because of the non-organics. There's something about that is unable to sense the power of the individual. So, and then the Spopovich and Yamu come. Now, remember, with training, the androids can get stronger. We saw 17 get a lot stronger and able to even out with Super Saiyan Goku. At that point, had been training with the gods. So even his base form was like well beyond average at that point. And he was still able to fight on par. And even actually think he's still stronger than Super Saiyan Goku in that fight. However, I will argue that he went to Super Saiyan Blue because he didn't want to accidentally kill 17, which meant at minimum Super Saiyan 2 might have been able to beat him, but I think he didn't want to go Super Saiyan 3 because he wouldn't have been able to control his power very well because of just the nature of Super Saiyan 3, even though he's got a lot more control over it then. Anyway, so Spopovich and Yamu come and they suck up 18's energy, or 17's energy. They give him Senzu Bean, and basically they go 17, Piccolo, Goku, Vegeta, and I don't know, I think 18 would stick around. She would stick around to keep an eye on things, and she'd end up winning the tournament. So, and then Gohan's just like, yay, yay. It's like, yeah, her mom's like, and then Gohan's like, Mom, why'd you give up? Because because remember, unlike, say, Marin, who's just, a kid, and her dad was a martial artist anyway, so he's definitely got fighting experience. She doesn't train at all. She's not a trained fighter. Gohan would be training with his folks, however, so he'd be able to actually pick up on some things. Like, no, his mom's not that weak, and this guy is that weak. Hercule, by the way, is still popular. That no one's gone to dethroned him for. I said he'd win, but she'd win, but I think she'd still do the, for the money. So take the tap. Anyway. Move on to when they go and give the energy to Babidi. He kills them. 17's power at this point, I'd say, is probably around 1 billion-ish. Now, granted, he is stronger than his camera, and that's almost double his power I already gave him. So I feel over 7 years that'd be a fair power increase. which, given what I remember of Majin Buu's power from a statistical standpoint, that is about a sixth of Majin Buu's power, which they'll be like, that's impressive, but still, they're not, like, blown away by it, but it's still like a sixth of his power, I believe, or a seventh, one of the two. Yeah, it's a sixth. So then, they come, and Dabura comes in, he freezes Krillin, and Piccolo, kills Kibito. 17's able to use his energy barrier to keep the spit at bay. And so then they go in now. Now it's still Vegeta, 17, and Goku. So it goes by saying Vegeta squares off against Pui and beats his ass. Goku squares off against Yakon, beats his ass. He has not unlocked Super Saiyan 3, mind you, because see, normally I would suggest that he still does, but if he has Super Saiyan 4, he has no real reason to push Super Saiyan 2 beyond what it needs to. He just needs to find a way to access Super Saiyan 4 quicker. So he beats Yakon pretty quick, and then 17 comes, and now the fight between 17 and Dabura is gonna own on 17 pretty hard. He won't be able to break through that barrier of his. That barrier was able to handle some of Jiren's attacks. So some, not all of them. Most of them they couldn't handle. But I remember that. Yeah, when he just swapped the energy and they all powered it up. So it would be tough, and it's gaining energy. Now at this point, his energy is probably like around 50%. Because he's just kicking the crap out of 17 and enjoying himself. Eventually 17 is like, okay, I need some help here. Because 17's like, I need some help here, guys. I don't think I'm going to be fast. And then, Goku and Vegeta do it. Here's Goku and Vegeta. Do it. So I think I said this Goku. So Goku's able to come in. And Goku comes in. It's like, oh, come now. Is that... And now Dabura immediately knows, like, okay, this guy's going to be a lot tougher from what we've seen. But still going to be energy for Boo. So he comes in, spits at him. Goku just dodges, goes Super Saiyan, and they start their actual fight. Now, at this point, power-wise, Goku is... it's tough to say, because he hasn't retrained in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber is the problem. So, power-wise, he's probably around Gohan's level Super Saiyan-wise. So it's a much more even fight. Goku then goes Super Saiyan 2 and realizes that he's still on the losing end of the fight. And then he's now overpowering Dabura, who's now on the losing end, getting hits. Dabura backpedals, goes, and it's like, Dabura, why did you leave? We're getting so much in. We're up to 75%. If I would have died, Master, and died before we reached Boo, we need to do something else. So maybe trying to set. Now Vegeta is still not like it's still not like super levels Vegeta, super continuity Vegeta, where he's pretty much gotten over most of himself. He's not evil. He doesn't have the evil left in him or anything like that. But he's not quite there. But he's also not the resentful Vegeta he was initially, or he is in the canon. So he's somewhere in the middle, which, they try to possess Vegeta, but at that point, it's like, fight Vegeta. It's like, if you do it. So Vegeta wants to fight Goku. But he knows at the same time that, with his own power and things along those lines, he feels maybe he can, because he wants to test himself on Goku without the help of someone. This Vegeta's had time to reconcile a little bit of that, because he's also had time to spar with Goku over the years. And again, I don't see, at least in the scenario I presented, Vegeta ever reaching Super Saiyan 4. Just because of the way I've presented the figure, because Vegeta just doesn't have that type of mental stability or peace of mind. But they're trying, and meanwhile, Goku's just fine, like, okay, screw this. Goes for Super Saiyan 4, which they're sensing the power on that scale, which at this point, if I were to just do a quick mathematic, Super Saiyan, let's see here, I'm trying to think where I have Goku right now in terms of power. Super Saiyan that, so he'd scale down. So 5, so he'd be about Gohan's power, so Super Saiyan 2. So then you factor in the times 4, and then so 240 billion is what his power level would be at. And over the years, he can probably handle about 10 minutes worth of this now. It's still not easy on his body, but he can handle longer amounts of it. When they feel that power just boom, like, the hell? So and then Goku just is he's sensing them out and he senses them just Kamehamehas and blows right through them, finds them. They're just like his Babidi's thing just power energy where it just blows. And like, yeah, no, you won't, Kamehameha. And the brother's like, just maybe tries to blast and spit, but just and boom. Not only blows Dabura and Babidi to hell, but at that point, remember, Boo's power, even when he was released, was something probably only in the mid billions right now. Like not even 10 billion before he like absorbed Dabura. But his power continually growed. And the nature of his body was the tricky thing. He was magic based. Goku and Gohan could also did break the seal with his power at Super Saiyan 2, but yeah, but it didn't like disintegrate Boo or anything like that. Goku's power is like well over almost 100 times greater at this point than what Gohan's was. So he just incinerates the entire thing. Boo is pretty much just vaporized. So Boo! There is no Majin Buu. Goku just Boo, and then Vegeta's just Kakarot, and it's like, oh, we're gonna do this now, Vegeta. We have a fight to get to. Yeah, but we probably got disqualified for it. Oh, that's true. All right, Vegeta, come on, let's go. I've still got a couple minutes left on this farm. And then Vegeta just smiles like a madman. It's like, very well, let me show you. And then does Super Saiyan 2 Ozaru, because why not? If he can't do Super Saiyan 4, he's going to try perfecting the other things. So Golden Ozaru, which would probably be, times? That'd be about 1,000. That'd be a 1,000 times multiplier. And Vegeta's probably is probably equal to Goku's base at this point. So doing the math real quick on that one. So standard Super Saiyan would be 3, then he had a 10 on that, 30, and then he had another double of that. It'd be 60 billion. So, again, not really close. Yeah, I could have just done a quarter of what Goku's is. But Goku's also probably, drained. So Goku's probably down to like 200 million. So Vegeta and him just still wouldn't really stand a chance, but it'd still be a great fight. And Shin would just be staring at this like, what am I looking at with these? This guy just blew up Boo, Babidi, and Dabura and all that shit in one blast, and now I'm seeing a giant golden monkey and he's fighting them. It's like, what the hell? Vegeta still loses. He's like, damn it, Kakarot, one of these days I'll beat you. I wouldn't have it any other way, best buddy. It's like, god damn it, Kakarot. So, I see that happening. So, Boo Saga has been completely averted at this point. So now we cut to probably, I think it's another year or two that takes place between end of Z and beginning of Super. And then they'll wish back some people, and Kibito would eventually get wished back, and everything's good. So eventually, we'll end it with the arrival of Super Saiyan God. So, with the arrival of Super Saiyan God, I mean, Gohan's probably around 8 now. So Goku, and again, Goku does not know instant transmission. However, I feel like Goku would maybe ask Shin to maybe teach him that instantaneous movement technique. Just be like, man, that'd be really cool. It's like, well, if you'd like to learn it, I could teach you. It's the least I could do after you just saved the entire universe. It's like, oh, really? That'd be great. So yeah, sure, he can learn the instantaneous movement. He's probably training in King Kai's planet for a while, and I'll bump his Super Saiyan 4 at this point to like 300 billion. So Goku then is hiding, obviously, and after that time, I do believe at this point Goku can now go into Super Saiyan 4, if he has to. So he's training on King Kai. Beerus shows up, Goku asks Chaz, please. He's like, all right, fine. Super Saiyan 1 and 2 don't do anything. They might be stronger, possibly than their canon counterpart, but they don't do anything. Goku's like, I feel like you're holding something back. Well, I do have one other form. I just can't hold it for very long. He powers up to Super Saiyan 4, which I would have to believe is far stronger than Super Saiyan 3 canon-wise. And this power actually impresses Beerus and Whis to the point where Goku, thanks to learning that instantaneous movement technique, actually is able to get a lucky shot in on Beerus. And Beerus even claimed even against God he didn't feel it. But Beerus, like, it's kind of like, boom, like you get hit, like, whoa, that actually hit me. Didn't really hurt, but that hit me. So Goku's like, and then and Beerus even recognized the technique as instantaneous movements. Like, It's like, that's Shin. That's Shin's technique. That's a Supreme Kai technique. Did Shin teach him? And then he goes, boom. And then Beerus just says, I'm impressed. You actually landed a hit on me. Now it's my turn. And then you just weighs lace to Goku. I think Goku will last a little longer, given the power difference between 3 and 4 in this case, but ultimately he can't handle it. So now we reach to when Beerus shows up. Now, when Beerus shows up, Vegeta knows who he is and he's scared shitless at the moment. But there's no Boo there for the pudding, so to take the pudding away. So Beerus gets his pudding. He's overall content. He does get finally a little restless, like, where is the Super Saiyan God? And, then Goku eventually shows up, and they ask Shenron. Now, there is no Videl in this. There is no Satan or anything like that. But everyone else it's Bulma's boat, so who cares? But, let's be clear, there is Goku, there's Vegeta, there is Trunks, there is Gohan. I'm trying to remember. But that's only 4 Saiyans at this point. So, the question is, how did they get the other Saiyans? Well, through the Dragon Ball usage. I would imagine, bring the... Hey, hold on. Can you bring one of those one of those fools back? I was like, yeah, what? It's like, we need Saiyans, Kakarot, and there's no other Saiyans that we know of. As far as I know, no other Saiyans have survived. But I know where some Saiyans are. It's like, oh, wait, are you talking about, yes, your dumb brother and that oaf I used to work with. Wait, my dumb brother and that oaf I used to work with. Nappa and Raditz? So, what they decided to do is a combination of Fortune Teller Baba, and the Dragon Balls. They wish Raditz back. Goku goes back to get Raditz, his brother. He's like, what? And then, because neither of these guys would be a threat at this point. They can blow him up. It's like, we're bringing you back. But Nappa, you're only getting a day pass. We'll bring you back next time. That's the deal. You're going to be used to help us fight Beerus. And both Raditz and Nappa, I think, know who Beerus is. Nappa probably because he worked with the royal family. And Raditz because he's not dumb. He's heard things. So... He probably knows. He's like, Beerus is like, yeah, we need you to be a Super Saiyan God. That's why you're getting a free pass. You're going to be able to live here, and we'll let you live on Earth. You guys try anything, though, and they both just show off Super Saiyan. It's like, yes, we've gotten a lot stronger, so don't even try shit. And they're like, okay, yeah, no, that's good. It's good. And, granted, Nappa would be pissed, but he agrees, but begrudgingly. So they do Super Saiyan God. They agree Goku's the stronger already of any of them, so Goku's got to do it. Goku goes up. His Super Saiyan God's probably a little stronger than his canon counterpart, but not by much. I don't think really his base power or anything like that really translated to what his power as a god was. It was just the initial power and what it presented as. That fight goes down the same. Maybe Goku does a little bit better, but it goes the same, and Beerus spares them. So that's where we're ending it. Raditz is back now. 18 and Goku have Gohan together. Gohan's probably about 8 at this point. Nappa will be allowed to come back because that's the deal. They'll work out something with the Dragon Balls when they collect it in a year or so. Which I'm going to say is probably going to take place around Resurrection F. So, yeah. And that's where we're going to leave it. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll get to it at some point. Ideas for who would win, Star Wars, Superhero Magic, what if, anything I do on the channel, put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to it at some point. So, I'll be back with who would win in just a little bit. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.